All right, that is what it looks like. That is a CCB. If you've never heard of CCB, Colorado craft beef ribeye. Let's go. I just want to. This thing is dry aged for like 20 or 30 days. It's all I eat when it comes to red meat. Of course, I'm also a partner in the company, so helping them scale this company. I've told you in the past, we're like 130 vlogs into this thing. I've told you folks about other things I'm doing, and one of them is an investor invested in this family business, Colorado Craft Beef. It was like a 5th generation ranch that turned into a direct-to-consumer beef brand, and myself and Jocko Willink, obviously everyone knows Jocko, and Brian Littlefield, the three of us teamed up and made an investment in this company of time, capital, and capacity. We've talked about time, capital, and capacity. But what they're doing at CCB with beef, it's the same thing we're doing at Origin with footwear and apparel, the same thing we're doing at Jocko Fuel with nutritional products. And so this is one of the other things. I'm on their board as a partner, but this is all my family eats is Colorado craft beef, and I'm gonna cook it today. I'm just gonna show you how I do this, which is, it's pretty basic. I'm not a great chef when it comes to beef, but I did want to talk about something. I want to talk about just something I heard recently, which was how people, and this was a quote, gosh, I think it was, I don't know if it was Elon Musk, I feel like it was, but somebody online said this quote, which, gosh, I wish I came up with it. It's people overestimate risk and they have a tendency to underestimate opportunity. Now, you could say people overestimate risk because they're scared of the pain, and underestimate opportunity because they're not sure how painful it'll be. But the saying stands true, and this is a family that definitely has taken a lot of risk. Jeff and Kara over there at CCB, the founders, and we've been over there to Colorado where all this happens. It's a wonderful product. I mean, I've had freaking steak. I won't eat steak anywhere else in the world now. I won't touch it. All over America, all over Europe, I have stopped eating red meat. I now only eat it at home because I'm freaking spoiled with this. Between the steak and also the burger, it's all my family eats. My wife's addicted too. She's right here. Say hi to the people, babe. Power to the people. Let's go. No risk, no reward, right? So we'll talk about that a little more, but I want to show you how I prepare this first. Simple, man. Like, really simple. And for you, like, really good steak cookers, I'm sorry if I'm just not as talented at cooking beef as you are, but this is it. It's grass-fed, grain-finished. I'll tell you what, grass beef is not something I like. I am not a big connoisseur of just straight grass-fed. That's why I like grass-fed, and then the grain-finished, you get like this really nice fat. And I'm gonna put on this only 2 things. First, they gotta be room temperature. They gotta be dry, okay? And you got it, Malden flake salt. That's all we're gonna do. Some Malden salt. This will like melt into it. Just sprinkle it. This is the best freaking salt. I use this for pasta too, if you've cooked pasta with me. And then I ground up this cherry pepper. Woo, so good. I ground it up when I made pasta last time, and I put the rest in here. So this has like a nice sweet and spice in it, which is phenomenal. So just kind of like both sides, I'm gonna flip that thing, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the back, all right? Let me bring this back up. And then what I do is, there we go. And then what I do is I'll just cook it in butter. And you can cook it with like butter and thyme on the stove top in a cast iron pan. I'm just gonna cook it on the, what is that thing called outside, babe? Griddle, Blackstone, on the Blackstone. So again, more salt and pepper. And so while I'm preparing this, I just want to talk about that. Overestimating risk and underestimating opportunity. Such a crazy kind of thought there. Because so damn true. People are scared of the unknown. And that's what I love about jiu-jitsu is it forces you to take risks. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, this is the new Kilo Blaze Orange hoodie. This is true Blaze Orange for hunting. Raptor. It's freaking phenomenal. Overestimating risk, underestimating opportunity. I'm trying to do two things at once. I am succeeding, but barely. Yeah. We also make beef tallow. And geez, this is turning into an ad. Freaking dry aged beef sticks. These are ridiculous, beef sticks. I'm gonna use beef tallow because we don't have any butter in the house. The idea with this is, in jiu-jitsu, you have to take risk. The only way you get better at jiu-jitsu is by taking risk. Now, pain, your body is designed to protect yourself from. I mean, if you like cut off a finger or smash a finger, like look at this finger. See this finger? This one exploded like a paintball. It should not be there anymore. I don't know how the doctor stitched it back together. But when this finger exploded, or when my wife cut off the top of her finger, because I told her not to pick up the hatchet when we were camping, and she decided to pick up the hatchet, and instead of chopping the wood, she chopped her finger off. It grew back. Fingers will grow back to a point. She like cut half of it off. But pain, your body has a natural way of protecting yourself from pain, doesn't it, babe? She was totally cool. We're driving to the hospital. We're an hour away from anywhere. She's like, no, I'm fine. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I'm like, it's going to in about 45 minutes. And 45 minutes later, she was like, okay, I'm in pain. Your body will naturally protect itself from pain. It's kind of like, think of it like Pepto-Bismol. And a nerve in it, like covers the nerve ending with Pepto-Bismol. That's how I think about this encapsulation of chemical that gets released when you're in pain. In life, pain is something we just don't want. We try to avoid it at all costs. It's natural. And so we try to find our way in society. We try to plug into the machine. And we want to have good relationships. And in jiu-jitsu or in combat, if you're getting bludgeoned, the natural thing your body does is your hands go to your head, to your heart, to your vitals, and you cover yourself like this, right? And you get onto your knees, and if a grizzly bear attacked you, you do the same thing. Your body, you wouldn't even think about it, your body would cover itself like this. That's your body's natural reaction. We call that defense mechanism. And in life, in business, and as you're trying to grow and scale, and whatever you're doing in life, we want to retrain our brains for that. We want to connect the logical side and the creative side, and we want to create those synapses. And jiu-jitsu teaches us how to take risk, right? And how to open our bodies so that we can sweep, submit, guard pass, do something, right? But it trains you on taking your arms away from your body. I'm not saying holding them out and creating negative space. I'm just saying expose so that you can attack. and or understand what's going on, where the timing and balance and leverage is coming from. And so that's why I love jiu-jitsu as a metaphor for life. And it trains you on how to take risk too. And that's why I love it for business, because it is a fact. Folks overestimate risk and underestimate opportunity. And in jiu-jitsu, if you make a mistake, you get submitted. You get to tap out and you get to start again. And it creates these nice, I'll call them soft calluses in your mind. Hard calluses come from fucking up a lot. But I love this Colorado craft beef company, you know. I mean, when Jocko and myself and Brian got involved, it was just like, gosh, this is just so Origin. It's so Jocko fuel. It's the thing that we are fighting for. That's the thing we're fighting for as Americans. It's like our duty to try and course correct. I guess so much of the propaganda out there, you know, of the food supply, why we got into the supplement business, nutritional business, why we got into the footwear and apparel business, and why we got into the beef business also. Because if we're willing to do it for our families, we ought to be willing to do it for everyone else's family. So, I mean, after 5 generations taking that risk, they didn't overestimate I'm sure they overestimated the risk, but to even take the step they did from a family ranch to direct-to-consumer beef. And we have a kill plant in Colorado where we actually do our own processing. We have our own smokehouse where we smoke our own beef stick product. And I just talked to the team at Origin, and we're going to be bringing in a section on our website called Provisions. And in our section on Origin's website, Provisions, you'll be able to also get our beef. And so that's pretty cool. Little bit more, I guess. I'm not going to show you how I cook this. I might show you when it's done. I usually go like 3 and 3. What do you want, the towels? What do I do? 3 and 3, 3 minutes each side on high. So I'll melt a little beef tallow, normally butter. I'll go 3 minutes, pull it. I let it sit uncovered, let those juices absorb back in. And then eat. She likes to cover it with tin foil, which that's not what a Michelin star chef would tell you to do, babe. They would tell you room temp. So hers will go under tin foil. And what do you got else going on? Sweet potato fries? She got sweet potatoes going. So I'll show you this after this is done. And yeah, I hope you got something out of that. Look at that little, I don't know if you can see that. So check this flake salt, this sea salt flakes. They're like crystals. Can we see this in the camera? I don't know if we can see that. They're so cool, little crystals. A Michelin star chef introduced me to this Malden sea salt. So good. All right, I guess I'll show you these when they're done being cooked. All right, just to show you what this looks like in the fall. It's popping. It's popping. It's freaking bright up in here. I'm gonna flip these steaks in 30 seconds. And you're gonna see what they look like here. Gonna look good, real good. I just put some beef tallow down. We're just gonna cook them 3 and 3. Look at that. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Repeat. 3 and 3. Let them sit. Medium rare, medium rare, and you'll never eat another ribeye. I don't care if you go to freaking Peter Luger's or Harry's Steakhouse or any other freaking steakhouse in the world, because I've been to them all the best, all the ones, Michelin star, everything. I'm not even kidding when I say freaking Colorado craft beef is the best. beef in the world. Anyways, no risk, no reward. Pretty awesome this family took a risk and is offering this direct to consumer and building this brand. It's awesome to see them build the brand. And like I said, myself and Jocko and Brian, we're all huge supporters, huge proponents. I don't talk about it enough. This is one of the very few investments, not in just investments, but one of the few families that I've invested in and that we've invested in, just because it aligns so well with Origin and Jocko Fuel and what we're trying to do for America. So anyways, I'm out. I'm going to go eat some steak. Peace. Shit, I forgot I was going to tell you what it looks like when it's done. So there it is. This is steak frites. These are the sweet potato fries. BJJ Widow cook. BJJ Widow, how's the steak?
Amazing.
How amazing. Let's see. First bite. Oh yeah. You know, I'm gonna eat the cap here. Oh yeah. 3 and 3. A little bit more medium than rare, but it's okay. That's why it's the only steak I eat out.